Hi again, this is Sliv
and Menti, and we're doing the second part of podcast number 2, Republic classes. Let's get it done.
The first class that we'll discuss on the Republic side is the Trooper. It's based on clones, on stormtroopers. We think that it should look like some kind of elite unit, like US Marines, or to put it more in the Star Wars world, it's something like that Delta Squad from Republic Commando. So basically it's very well experienced soldiers. They are killing machines.
Yeah, that's what BioWare wrote about the Republic troopers, that since what we've seen from troopers so far in Star Wars movies was basically guys getting killed and killed and killed, because they were basically like this first line that was really expandable. And what BioWare really wanted was to create an elite trooper, like a commando, and that's why they created a unit called Havoc Squad, and that's what really troopers will be about, commandos. And what trooper will be in the game? They will be, at least in my opinion, and I think Sliv agrees with me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They will be the heaviest RDPS in the game, because they really rely only on their humongous firepower and their huge buffs and really massive amount of big guns. And also some amount of party buffs have been mentioned, but we haven't seen that yet. What else?
Yeah, because they will, as Menti said, they mostly rely on their guns, on their firepower. I think that expression "big and stupid" will be quite suitable for that class. They just deal as much damage as they can. Not really thinking about what they're doing. There is a fun fact about that class on the official website in the gameplay videos. That's the only class that died in those videos.
Yeah, that's true. They were presenting it somewhere in Japan, as far as I recall, and I remember this was one of the first gameplay videos that they released, and the guy doing the trooper, playing the game, actually failed. So,
yeah, so
not a good introduction for the class.
The only class that died.
Second Republic class would be Smuggler, and it's a Han Solo fantasy. Not much more than that, but from what we've seen so far, it's got a very interesting storyline with amazing punchlines in dialogues, and well, basically those are very witty guys, and we're going to see much romance, many jokes, and it looks like a very fun class for as far as RPG goes.
Yeah, and as far as gameplay goes, we think that it will be obviously a range DPS class, not very heavy range DPS, and what is really important, that they will be taking advantage of the cover system. They will have to think how to hide behind obstacles, how to strike from surprising places. And as the function of this class in the game, our opinions are divided. I think that it will be mainly a support class, that it will only help, it will only assist others in their missions, that in solo play it will be, well, not useless, but it will be, well, quite hard in solo. And Menti's opinion
I disagree completely. I think this class will be a very heavy crowd control class. They will be stun locking, they will be, I don't know, if there will be some silencing and stuff like that. I think that they will be an extremely good asset to a team, and also they will be a very good class as far as soloing goes. I think they will be able to take multiple enemies at a single time, since they will have so much help me.
Abilities.
And also utilities, that's what I'm looking for. Utilities to control the crowd.
The third class in this podcast is Jedi Knight. This class is based on Anakin, on Mace Windu. The specialty of this class is our martial arts. They They are mainly DPS.
I agree on the DPS part. Melee DPS will be their specialty. They will be able to specialize in dual wielding, dealing massive damage. But also, I think that one of their key abilities will be tanking. They look like those guys also in armor, like Sith warriors, and they will be able to just stand in the first line and take heavy damage on themselves. That's how I see this class.
Yeah, I think that Jedi Knight resembles Paladin from many games.
Agree on that.
Yeah, very well class that can play anything. It can be a DPS, it can be a tank.
And also support in some ways. Yeah, but also I think this class looks pretty simple. I mean, straightforward, either hitting hard or just getting hit hard.
Yeah, I think that's it about this class.
And finally, the Jedi Consular. Those guys are based on Yoda and Obi-Wan fantasy, and from what I've seen on the website, the screenshots, they really look like Luminara presented in the Clone Wars cartoon. Really, those outfits are like directly taken from the cartoon.
Yeah, and we both agree that that class will be great for soloing, working in DPS, heal, buff, DPS, etc. cycle. They will be unstoppable. And as far as team goes, well, I think they will mostly work as support because, well, of course they can fight in the first line, but they prefer to be behind someone, to act as a supporting damage and healing instead of tanking or being a main DPS.
Yeah, those guys really resemble those Jedis who actually think before they act. They are now not those typical warriors who just go into battle. They are the thinkers. They are the counterclass to Sith Inquisitor, right? So they have to be more of a mindful people.
Yeah, that they need to think about their actions. They have to plan their combat.
And they are also really connected to the Force. They are really the masters of the Force. So this sums up the class overview part, and now as a special feature to this podcast, we will reveal the classes that we are going to play.
No. Enough in this subject. Where we were planning to reply to the comments that you might have posted on our blog or on our YouTube channel, and since they were none, we will now make a short introduction to our third podcast.
So our next podcast will present the universe in the Old Republic seen from the Republic side, and how this universe looks from the perspective of players playing the Republic. And I think that's more or less it.
Yeah, we hope that the next podcast will be a shorter one, so we won't bore you too much.
And this seems like the end of the podcast, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It was
Menti
and Sliv from Toy Soldiers Prods.
Bye bye.